How y'all doing? Non-binary weapon here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Tomorrow is a big day for Nintendo as they finally open up pre-orders for the Switch 2 in the world. That is, unless you live in the United States. It looks like pre-orders in the United States have been delayed by Nintendo, citing market conditions related to the new tariffs as a reason. Official post Nintendo said pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2 in the United States will not start April 9, 2025 in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch of June 5th, 2025 is still unchanged. So there you have it, at least for those of us in the US. Now, I know a lot of you are probably also thinking you could pre-order in Canada and get it shipped to the US. Well, Nintendo announced also today that pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 in Canada will not start on April 9th, 2025 in order to align with the timing of pre-orders to be determined in the US. Nintendo of Canada said to Mobile Syrup, Nintendo will provide updated information at a later date. The launch date is still June 5th, 2025. Now, I don't know if that affects Mexico as well. I happen to live near the border of Mexico, so I can go over there and get it for a similar price that they have here. Now, moving on to performance of the Switch 2, it looks like Digital Foundry has gotten themselves a little hands-on with the Switch 2 and given us some information about the performance of Cyberpunk 2077, Elden Ring, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's take a look.
Let's talk about Elden Ring here, which I have done the performance capture on, but I think we should probably put a big stamp on it saying something like compromised capture. Here's the thing, right? Whenever we do a performance capture from our own sources, right, we know that it's a good feed. This doesn't look like a good feed. The first impressions are really poor. It looks juddery and bad. And yet, for the most part, it seems to be running at 30 frames per second. There are some dips in there, as you'll see with the video that's running here, but for the most part it does seem to be 30 FPS, but I think it is running unlocked, and I think that From Software or whoever has decimated the capture down from a 60 FPS capture to a 30 FPS one that has then been reinserted into a 60 FPS container, because what's